Hey, folks, what's happening? So, I was somewhere the other day in public and I heard on a radio an advertisement about a website that teaches other languages. And of course, they had to name it Babbel, right? Why wouldn't they? So we know who's behind that, obviously. Even if there's a front man who's the supposed creator or whatever, we know where that name really came from. Anyway, in the theme and the spirit of that, it dawned on me that we don't really learn other cultures' languages all that often. We pick up a few things, numbers, colors, but we don't really learn their slang terminology about when they're speaking about someone or when they're calling someone a particular name. And there are other cultures that are occupying our countries right now. So we ought to be familiar with their modern slang terminology, I figured. Figured it would be better for our safety and for our well-being and awareness. And so I any, meeny, miny, mode the different cultures that I know are known to be occupying our countries, and I landed on this one. So I figured I would start a short vid with just this one, and we'll move on to another one at another time. So here we go. And this one is by The Editor and the Beast. And of course, we know that editors are, like scribes or dreidlers, if you will. And we know that beasts are the editor's minions. Most of you who watch my channel are well aware of that. So I just thought that was kind of a fun name they gave themselves there for this website. But here we go. Now, this particular format of their terminology happens to be insults this time around. But, next time around when we visit this culture's slang terminology, I'll dig around and I'll find something that doesn't happen to be insults. But this time, this was like one of the first easiest ones I found, and it has a lot of information in it, so I figure we'll go with this first. All right. And so here you are. Have a look at those. They're not important because we're about to get down here to where the good stuff is. Now, first, I want you to see what they write about themselves and everything and about their culture as pertaining to our culture. And you'll see here they think very highly of the idea that they have influenced our culture and our terminology, which is kind of funny because later on when you see the words, you'll realize, man, we don't use any of these, but we do use one of them, but we don't really use any of the others. And that's what this video is all about, so that you can understand and maybe even speak one of the or two of these words if you'd like to by learning them. So we're just going to do a quick, bullet point breeze through this. It's going to be easy. The font's going to be this big. You'll see it won't be anything like I showed you up above where it looked all blurry and it was like, but just a bunch of words jumbled on a page there. Here we go. Booyah. So the first section of these insults is people worthy of your scorn. So here we go. And I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to stop and let you pause and have a read for yourself. I may point out a couple here, like schmegagi is pretty funny. That is a bizarro word. But yeah, just go ahead and check these out real quick. And there's a little gem in here for you, so stick around, all right? And I'm not going to put it right at the end. It's going to be in the middle here, so you got to stick around in order to see it, all right? And so just please pause, have a read. You need to. You need to know these terms, some of them. Like schmo, here we go. Schmo at the top of the screen. I'm sure you've heard somebody say that at some point, You may have said it yourself at some point. And here we have klutz, about half page, halfway down there. I'm sure that, most of you have probably said klutz at some point. And what's funny is some of these are actually German terminology, and a lot of Yiddish is actually thieving from, which of course is the common theme, is taking from German terminology. And they even say here that it's from Middle High German. So there you go. That's not even one of theirs, but they want you to think that they came up with that, and the reason you ever said that is because of them, not your own ancestors' culture from back in the day. And you'll see that theme with other ones too, a couple of times at least. But yeah, especially that one in particular. So, are you pausing and having to read? I hope you are. That's what the point of this is. All right, and we're not to the good stuff yet. We'll get to the good stuff. And matter of fact, I'm not even going to tell you when I get to the good stuff. You're just going to have to discover it all your own, all right? But you will. So anyway, this next subject is people who complain. And so here you are. Hey, I know you guys use that third word down every once in a while. Top of the screen there, huh? We know we use that one sometimes, don't we? So see, it's good to know these words. It's fun even to know other cultures' words, especially when they occupy your country, and especially more so when they think that their own words influence your culture's words. Here we go. Next subject. People who are interpersonally annoying. Okay? And so, have yourself a look. There's schmuck. Third word down, I'm sure plenty of you have used that word before. And so, we're going to slowly scroll, get on to the next one here. People who infuriate you. All right? So, there you go. Get you a good read of some of these. Now remember, when you see it say something like from the Hebrew, right? Remember, they're not Hebrews, and they admit it in their own 1980 dictionary, page 3, paragraph 1, line 1. But they take from other cultures, happen to be your other cultures, your ancient cultures, like Hebrew and Germanic. And so, that's where this culture's language basically comes from. So there you go, there's those. And now we're going to get on to, I'm going to let you get a look at that last one there in the subject. Now the next subject of these is people who infuriate you in a seriously non-PC way. So here you are. Have a look at those. Have a look at those. There we go. Make sure that's nice and zoomed in a little bit. And if anything comes to your mind like, man, I never hear anybody worried about or complaining about any word that might be on the screen right now, even though there is an actual term for a specific type of upright biped that would normally be hyper offended. In fact, these critters would be highly offended, purposely manufactured, highly offended, on behalf of the upright biped. That one of their own words is created just for targeting specifically them. But hey, that's neither here nor there. We're just trying to learn words here. So we're just going to keep on scrolling down this thing. Now, have you gotten to pause and have a read of this and ponder this section here? Now we're moving on to the next section. I was calling them subjects earlier. It's pretty much all the same subject, but whatever. The next section of this topic. People doing the name calling. Gossipers. So here we go. Wow, I guess all of these folks in this culture would be kibitzers, wouldn't they? Or kibitzers, whichever way they want to pronounce it, because they pretty much all do exactly what a kibitzer here does. A yenta, wow, that applies to them too pretty well, doesn't it? Dang, one that meddles. Wow. Their culture couldn't be more of a yenta, could it? But anyway. And remember, if you disagree with this video, you're being anti this culture. All right. So anybody who would want to like talk bad about this video or talk bad about this information or want to censor this video in any way, you're being anti this culture. You're being anti Yiddish. All right. So just wanted y'all to see all that. Let me scroll back up here to the top. Wow, sorry, that probably made someone seasick when I did that. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to give you this quick one. It's by the editor and the beast. And I'll provide you a link for it if you want to breeze through it yourself later on. But there you go. Have another one coming your way soon. Take care. God bless.